Welcome to Mother Cluckers. My name is Debbie. Today I'm sharing something interesting. How our chickens see the world and why their eyesight just might be a whole lot better than ours. Stay tuned. Let's talk about chicken eyesight and how it stacks up against ours, because while chickens might not seem like visual experts, their eyes are actually way more powerful than we give them credit for. First off, humans have 3 types of color receptors in our eyes. That means we can see red, green, and blue and everything in between. But chickens, they have 5. That's right, chickens can see colors we can't even imagine. They can detect ultraviolet light, which is completely invisible to us. This gives their world an extra layer of color and brightness that we'll never experience. They use this superpower to find food, spot predators, and even recognize each other. And get this, their vision isn't just more colorful, it's faster too. Humans can process around 60 frames per second, which is why movies or video games look smooth to us. Chickens, though, their eyes can handle up to 100 or even 120 frames per second. That means they see motion in a way that looks like slow motion to us. So when you wave your hand quickly or a bug flies by, they catch it in crisp detail. This is especially helpful when they're dodging predators or chasing after bugs. Their world is more colorful and more detailed, especially when it's moving. Now let's talk field of vision. Our eyes face forward. That gives us depth perception, good for driving, reading, or watching TV. But chickens, their eyes are on the sides of their head, giving them a field of view of about 300 degrees. That means they can see almost all the way around themselves without turning their heads. They've got a blind spot right in front of their beaks and right behind their heads, but otherwise, they're nearly panoramic. This helps them keep an eye out for hawks, foxes, or anything that might sneak up on them. They don't need to stare straight at danger. They'll see it coming from the corner of their eye. Also, chickens can move each eye independently. So while one eye is watching the sky, the other eye might be scanning the ground for food. Imagine being able to watch 2 different TV channels at once. That's how they roll. But with all these cool visual superpowers, there's one thing chickens don't do well. That is seeing at night. Unlike owls or some mammals, chickens have poor night vision. When the sun goes down, their eyesight drops dramatically. That's why they instinctively go to roost before it gets dark. They rely on light, both visible and ultraviolet, to function. Without it, they're basically blind. So, who wins the eyesight battle? Well, it depends on how you look at it. Humans are great at reading small text, seeing in dim lighting, and judging depth in front of us. But chickens, they win when it comes to color, motion, and the sheer scope of what they see. They live in a world that's richer, brighter, and more alert than ours in many ways. And the next time you watch your flock pecking the ground or staring off into the sky, just remember they're not being silly, they're tapping into a whole visual experience we can't even comprehend. Chickens are built to see movement faster, spot tiny bugs, catch flashes of color, and watch almost everything around them at once, without even turning their heads. It's their built-in survival system. They might look like they're just casually pecking the ground or staring into space, but really they're seeing way more than we are and reacting in ways we can't even notice. Their vision keeps them safe, helps them find food, and even plays a role in their social lives, like recognizing other chickens by their coloring and feather patterns, even the ones we think all look alike. It's just one more reason these birds are more fascinating than they seem at first glance. Their eyes are doing a lot behind the scenes. And here's a fun little fact to leave you with. Chickens can actually recognize over 100 different faces, including humans. So not only do they see better than we think, they remember who's been sneaking them the good treats. Putting in the boxes, okay. Isn't it wild to think our backyard chickens see the world in ways we never will? Tell us what's one thing you wish you could see the way a chicken does. Let us know in the comments below. We'd be interested to find out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.